state first state your name and the name of the song.
Well, my name is Elias Epstein, and the song I'm going to sing is a lullaby in Russian.
Do you know about when you learned the song?
Oh, I would say about 30 years ago or so.
Where did you learn it, and from whom did you learn it?
Oh, I learned it in Europe, in Estonia, and I learned it from the family.
Do you know anything of the origin of the song?
No, I don't. Since it's a lullaby, it's like a folk song. We don't know the origin of it.
All right, you can sing it now.
Спи, младенец мой прекрасный, баюшки баю, тихо светит месяц ясный, в колыбель твою. That's all there is to this one.
First state your name and the name of the song.
Well, my name is Elias Epstein. The name of the song, I don't believe this song has a name, but it is in the nature of a lullaby.
Where did you learn this song?
This song I learned in Estonia, in Europe.
From whom did you learn it?
I learned it from members of my family.
Do you know about what year you learned it in?
Well, I learned it approximately in 1925.
And do you know anything of the origin of the song?
No, we know nothing of the origin of the song. Since it's a lullaby, it's like a folk song.
All right, sing it now.
Ты поедешь, Миша, в Ригу, много денег не теряй, и купи себе гитару, напечешь и забавляй. Миша мой, Миша мой, Миша милый, дорогой, Миша мой, Миша мой, Миша милый, дорогой.
Now we have Elias Epstein. Do you know any others? That other one you were started.
Well, this is a Yiddish, really folk song, you may say.
And the one you sang before you started.
Yes.
Now, where did you learn that song?
In Europe, too.
Estonia?
Yes, that's right.
And from whom did you learn?
Oh, some member of the family. I don't remember exactly from whom.
And
it's supposed to be a song describing a love correspondence between a young man and a young woman.
is it in Yiddish?
It's in Yiddish, yes. Yes.
And what year about did you learn?
Well, this is shall I say, about 35 years ago.
And would you by any chance know what year the song first came into your family or anything like that?
Well, I would imagine that it came to the family about 10 or 15 years before I learned it.
Why do you imagine that?
Well, just approximately. Well, my parents or somebody, I don't remember exactly from whom I learned it. So here's...
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Was it sung to you as a lullaby?
No, not as a lullaby. I heard it as a folk song. Just a song without the name of an author, and so that makes it a folk song.
All right, you can sing.
Afgas is azaveruche kaltunos. Mein Herz ist mir zu riesen wie a Schmate. Von mir dein kahles Latte. And now he answers this letter in Yiddish too. So he writes to her. Ich hab dir lieb, wie Pesadigen Rossel, Ich hab dir Tage lieb, alle Mädler seinen bei mir Possel. Von mir dein Rossen Jossel. That's all.
So,
That's all there is to it. Just an exchange of letters between.
now is that complete as far as you?
As far as I know, that's complete. There's nothing else to it.
Do you know any other ones that
Right now,
run in the family?
No, right now not. Maybe I'll try to think something. I'll give it to you.
All right. Which one you gonna? And sing it the way you learned it. Not, don't pay any
No, I'm not
attention
looking
to
at
this.
the music at all.
Or the
I'm just
words?
looking at the words
You
because
have
the
to
words
look
are
at
the
the
same.
words.
The words are the same. I might not remember saying that.
Well, if you can do it, I'd rather you didn't look at the
Why?
words.
It don't hurt. It won't show on the
Well, it'll
recording.
mix up the verse. I don't know. It's
No,
just,
no,
I'd
it's the
rather
same.
have
The text is identical. The very same.
Exactly.
I looked at it. The very same thing. Yes, it is.
Here we have Eli Epstein. Now, where did you learn this song?
I learned this one in Europe too, from the family. It's an old Yiddish folk song.
You learned it about 35 years ago?
At least 35 years ago.
This
I
was
would
in
say.
Estonia.
Yes, it was in Estonia.
And was it sung to you as a lullaby?
Not as a lullaby, but members of the family sang it, and so I learned it from them.
And would you know how far back it goes in your family by any chance?
Well, I wouldn't know, but I would imagine a number of years ago, and quite a number of years ago.
And the words in the book that you're looking at are exactly identical?
Identical. There's absolutely no variation as far as the text is concerned.
All right. You can look at the book now.
Lo mir sich ibebeten, hoib auf mir Rachmanes, hoib auf mir Rachmanes, lo mir sich ibebeten, ich hab dir lieb Sakones, lo mir sich ibebeten, ich hab dir lieb Sakones. Lo mir sich ibebeten, was stehst du vor der Tür, was stehst du vor der Tür, lo mir sich ibebeten, komm mal rein zu mir, lo mir sich ibebeten, komm mal rein zu mir. Lo mir sich ibebeten, ich bet dir sei mir moichu, ich bet dir sei mir moichu, lo mir sich ibebeten, gib auf mir a schmeichel, lo mir sich ibebeten, gib auf mir a schmeichel. Lo mir sich ibebeten, du wirst sein mein Kalle, du wirst sein mein Kalle, lo mir sich ibebeten, Gott wird sein mit Malle, lo mir sich ibebeten, Gott wird sein mit Malle. Lo mir sich ibebeten, ich will sein dein Chosen, ich will sein dein Chosen, lo mir sich ibebeten, wird sein Simche besossen, lo mir sich ibebeten, wird sein Simche besossen, lo mir sich ibebeten, lass die Mame wissen, lass die Mame wissen, lo mir sich ibebeten, lo mir sich zu kuschen, lo mir sich ibebeten, lo mir sich zu kuschen.
Now, you said you heard that besides from your family, where from some cancer?
No, not this one. This one I probably heard it at some parties, birthday parties.
The last one you just
Yes, this one I just sang. No, the one you talked about, I can't. That's a different one.
Right, now what other ones?
This one I heard sung by the famous singer Isa Kramer, who was a woman singer, Jewish, a woman who sang in Europe and all over the world. She was famous as a singer, Isa Kramer. She used to interpret Jewish folk songs.
Did you hear it anywhere else?
Well, people would sing it as a folk song. In Estonia, I heard it, yes. Even before I heard Isa Kramer sing it.
And did she sing it any different than the way you heard it in your family?
Well, she didn't sing it any different. She interpreted it in her own way. And of course, she had a very wonderful voice and could interpret songs.
Well, was there a melody difference?
No, the melody wasn't different.
Well, when you sing it, try to sing it the way you learned it in your family, if there,
Yeah.
wherever there was a difference. And can you do this one without the book?
Well, it's the same thing as without the book. With
Identical?
Identical. I looked at the text. It's the very same thing.
And
Gay,
wait, was this sung as a lullaby or anything like that?
It could be used. Maybe it was used as a lullaby, although it is not particularly. The text is not meant to be a lullaby, but it could be used as a lullaby.
Did you learn this one too around 35 years ago?
Yes.
In Estonia?
Yes.
And would you know anything of how long this one's been in your family?
Well, probably, if we dated back from now, I would say approximately 50 years.
All right.
Geh ich mir spazieren, tralalalala. Geh ich mir spazieren, tralalalala. Begegn ich a Bocher, aha, aha. Begegn ich a Bocher, aha, aha. Sagt, wird mir nehmen, tralalalala. Sagt, wird mir nehmen, tralalalala. Legt mir op auf Zoomer, aha, aha. Legt mich op auf Zoomer, aha, aha. Der Zoomer is gekommen, tralalalala. Der Zoomer is gekommen, tralalalala. Hat mir nicht genommen, aha, aha. Hat mir nicht genommen, aha.
No. You didn't look at the melody in the book, did
No,
you?
not at all. I didn't look at the melody. I just looked at the words.
Are there any others that you learned from the family?
Well, this one, American,
yeah.
and that's difficult. It goes up very high. But I know this one.
And are all the facts about this one the same as the others?
Same as the previous ones, yes. In addition to hearing it from my family, I also heard it from the cantor of the Revel Synagogue, where my father was rabbi.
Now, did he sing it exactly the way it was in your family?
Yes, the same way, except, of course, his voice, being a cantor, Chazan, was very rich.
And try to sing it the way it was in your family, if there are any differences.
Well, let's see. Meir ke mein Sohn, O Meir ke mein Sohn, O Meir ke mein Sohn, ich will dir etwas fragen, Sonenu. Ich will dir etwas fragen, Sonenu. Was willst du bei mir fragen, Tatenu? Was willst du bei mir fragen, Tatenu? Meire ke mein Sohn. Oy meire ke mein Sohn. Oy meire ke mein Sohn. Wem hast du lieb, Sonenu? Wem hast du lieb, Sonenu? Dem Milners Tochter Tatenu. dem mildes Tochter taten ju. Meierke mein Sohn, o meierke mein Sohn, o meierke mein Sohn. Sie hat sie etwas nadan Sonnenu. Zu hat sie etwas nadan Sonnenu. Sie hat gar nicht kein nadan Tatenu. Sie hat gar nicht kein nadan Tatenu. Meierke mein Sohn, o meierke mein Sohn, o meierke mein Sohn. Ich heiß dir sie nicht nehmen Sonnenu. Ich heiß dir sie nicht nehmen Sonnenu. Men fragt bei dir kein Dees Tatenu. Men fragt bei dir kein Dees Tatenu. Men fragt bei dir kein Dees Tatenu.
Was there any differences between the words there and the way it was sung in your family?
I don't think so.
I think so. Which made a bigger impression on you with that song? The way it's sung by the cantor, or the way it was in your family?
No difference except the difference in the quality of voice, that's all. Here's another one that I knew. This is a traditional folk song.
Did you learn this one in your...
Yes. Question is why a young man is undecided what he should become when he grows up. Should it become a rabbi or should it be something else?
And are the conditions of this one the same as with all the others?
Exactly the same.
And did you hear this anywhere besides in your family?
Yes, it was sung in different families on occasions such as birthday parties when people got together, etc.
And do you see any difference between the words in the book and the way you learned it?
No, I don't think there are any differences. Text is the same.
Right.
And I'm not looking at this music.
You never did, do you?
No.
All right, sing this one.
Soll sein a Rov, kenn ich nicht kein Teure, soll sein a Seuche, hab ich nicht kein Scheure, und kein Heu hab ich nicht, und kein Hobbe hab ich nicht, und a Trunk brampfen will sich, und das Weib schilt sich, seh ich mir a stehn, setz ich mir und wein. Soll sein a Scheuchet, halt ich nicht kein Chalef, soll sein am Alamed, kenn ich nicht kein Alef. Und das Weib schielt sich, seh ich mir wie a Stein, setz ich mir und wein. Soll sein a Schuster, hab ich nicht kein Kapitän, soll sein a Bäcker, hab ich nicht kein Lopete. Und das Weib schielt sich, seh ich mir a Stein, setz ich mir und wein. Soll sein a Kaval, hab ich nicht kein Kavadle. Soll sein a Schenke, is mein Weib a Padle. Und das Weib schielt sich, seh ich mir a Stein, setz ich mir und wein.
Now you said that was sung at parties. right?
Yes.
And when it was sung at parties, was it sung in everybody singing it or just one at a time?
People would join in. Folk songs would normally be sung by the people together by group singing. This is a very interesting collection.
It's pretty old too, I believe.
Yes, sure. Did I give you the Rebbe Zamuflik, the Rebbe Zagodl? Did I record it for you? Hasidic song. It isn't here.
With no words?
Meanwhile, it's recording
words.
it now.
Oh, why can't, don't you cut it off?
Yeah, I'll just erase it. I know you didn't record any Hasidic as far as I know. No, you couldn't.
Oh, you want it? I'll
Yeah,
give you,
yes.
and that will be the last because I don't know these at all.
Now, where did you learn the...
Also in Europe. Also in Europe. I'm not sure whether I learned it from the family or not, but I learned it in Europe. And
Just by not by radio or anything like that?
no. Radio?
Oh,
There was no
I guess
radio in those days.
So the conditions then are the rest of the conditions are the same?
Practically the same, that's right. The Rebbe is a muflik, the Rebbe is a gudel. Schleppt durch an Elefant, durch a Lechel von a Nodel. A Chorus haben Kinder von dem Rebben Zabroche. Gesund soll sein der Rebbe mit sein ganzem Mischpoche. Der Rebbe is am Muflik, der Rebbe tut Welten, der Rebbe gehört Welten, die Aprikos im Fallen, wenn der Rebbe tut sie schelten. Und als der Rebbe wird vermattert und legt sich weg, nehmen Adremo. En geht sein Bettel auf Sprunginkins gleicher Ruf auf den Himmel. Da-la-ja-ja-yam, da-ra-ja-ja-ja-yam, da-ra-la-la-yam, ay-ay-ay-ay-ay. I think that's all there is.
Was that a religious song?
No, it's not religious. It's just Chassid becomes ecstatic about the rabbi, the Hasidic rabbi, that he's able to perform miracles. See, the difference between a rabbi and a rabbi. The Hasidic rabbi is a miracle. He performs miracles.
Well, it wasn't a Hasidic community where you were.
No. But the non-Hasidic Jews would usually take off on the Hasidim to portray how the Hasid reacts and thinks about the Hasidic rabbi. In other words, they would imitate the Hasidim, how they sing songs about their rabbi. Do you understand?
I guess. Sort of ridicule, would you say?
No, I wouldn't say ridicule, but take off. It's not really a ridicule. Perhaps be a little bit critical of the way the Hasidim think of their rabbis, but at the same time with a certain amount of respect.
And now it's just sung by everyone.
Yeah, different people, yes, would sing it. I mean, now it wouldn't be considered a folk song, but it was heard among people. Again, we don't know the author of it. And that makes it a folk song in that sense. Okay, could we hear the last one?
All right.